Hello, my friend. Welcome back to the Mindset Check podcast. I'm your host, Misha McKittrick. This is a podcast where I believe that as you take time for a mindset check, you have more power than you think you do. And where we believe that we're taking that mindset check, we're gaining the access to that power so that we can feel joy in our life. This is also a podcast where we believe that you create your life by I am thoughts and statements. I am really, really pumped to be able to talk to you about the internal dialogue of what's going on and what's behind the I am statements that are happening for you. Before we dive into that topic for today, I first just want to say, hey, I've been having more interaction with you because of the Hey Mish and all of this business. And I love it. I'm so grateful for it. And I want to encourage you that if there's something on your heart to reach out and submit a Hey Mish, to do it. And if you have no idea what a Hey Mish is, it's essentially you just reaching out with a question. We can chat. You can send me a voice memo, or you can write it down in a message and you can send it to hello@myfriendmisha.com. That's part of what we're doing in season 3. Season 3 is also about motivation and power and uplift and talking to interesting guests. Truly anything that feels expansive, that helps us to elevate our vibration. Those are the types of things that we're talking about in season 3. In season 1 and season 2, I still have people who will find the podcast and then ask me, they're trying to gain clarity. Season 1 is all about me sharing my story that I experienced as a young teenager. So at 15, I became pregnant and told my parents, and it's the entire journey of me sharing journal entries and really walking you through the things that I experienced, but not just for you to know the story, more so for you to be able to find how I was able to discover light in the darkness and joy in the pain, and the mindset, the way to think that really helped me come out on the other end of a really big trial in a good space. And then in season 2, we continue that theme, but sharing from my current husband's perspective and the things that he experienced. And so throughout all of those, things in the podcast, you find dealing with hard things in life, dealing with grief and losing people that are close to us that we love. There's forgiveness and it's just how to handle when someone cheats on you. I don't know. There's so many levels that are great conversations, and I continue to love to be in this space with you. So let's jump in to today and let's talk all about the I am, that it always exists inside of us, the belief that we have about ourselves and how we create from that belief. Let's jump in. My cousin posted something to Facebook that I want to share with you. This is something that hit a chord in me, and it's something that we all experience. She said, I was having an I am not kind of morning this last week, where I was comparing myself to all the things I am not. I recognized that awful feeling, and before opening my computer to work for the day, I said a quick prayer to help me get rid of that feeling and start focusing on all of the I am. Once done with the prayer, I opened my laptop and saw this note from one of my boys and cried. The note said, Mom, you are so pretty and kind. You are the best. And it was written in the most adorable young person handwriting. Not only did my Heavenly Father hear my prayer, but he knew it was coming and prompted my son to write this note the night before. I am grateful to him to heed the promptings and write the note. When you get a feeling to do something kind for someone, always recognize that as coming from God and just go do it. I loved this message, and it spoke to, I think, what we all experience, what we all go through so much, right? We can find ourselves in these loops of feeling and thinking, I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I can't do this. I can't, right? And I love this quote by Joel Osteen. He said, what follows the I am always comes looking for you. Many times we're using the power of I am against us. What are you looking to create in your life? You get a free preview of that creation by discovering your current I am beliefs. So that's what I want to really dive in today is like, what is going on inside of you, inside of your heart, inside of your mind? Are you accustomed to more I am not than I am, or I ams that are not propelling you? Having this preview, like, when you watch a preview to a movie and you're like, yes, that looks so good. I want to watch it. Is your future life coming to you with that much thirst, with that much hunger? Or are you like, I do not want to see that movie. It does not look good. It did not get good ratings, right? We have to get to the point where we truly understand that what comes out of our mouth or what comes out of our brain about us after that I am is exactly that preview, that movie. I am not. And the I am that are negative, like I am stupid, I can't, all of those. Those are conditioning ourselves towards our weakness, towards our limitations. And more, you're just simply forgetting who you are. So I want to zoom out the lens with you and help you see more today. When you can't, I want to be here to remind you of everything that you are, of everything that can fill in the flip side of your own I am statements. I am is reaffirming. I am is sacred. I am is a definition. I am is a creation. I am is an opportunity for you to declare who you actually are. And P.S., your best self, like the best self you could ever be, that is who you really are. The power of I am brings it to life. And even if you feel that there is veracity to the I am statements that don't feel good to you, right? That aren't the movie that you want to watch in the future that you're excited about. Giving veracity to, right? Like giving validity, giving truth to anything that isn't the movie you actually want to watch, that's you signing up for doubt and possibility of your lowest potential. The truth is we are choose your own adventure. You can have and do what you want with your life. You can sign up to believe what you want. And so by focusing on the truth of your lowest potential, everyone can do that. Do you get me? Every single person can say, well, I am blah, 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 blah. We don't want to hear that, right? Let me tell you about Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison came home one day with a note for his mother, and he couldn't read it. His teacher said, give this to your mother. She needs to hear this. And afterwards, she was a little bit took off guard and a little bit struck. And Thomas said, Mom, what did the letter say? And she said, the letter says that you are too smart for that school and they don't have teachers that can teach at the level that you need. And so I'm going to have to school you at home. Well, years later, after his mother passed away, Thomas Edison found that note in the back corner of a desk drawer. And the note actually said, your son is too dumb to attend school. We cannot focus our time on him. It is making the other students fall behind. Please keep him at home. He's not smart enough to attend. She didn't sign up for it. She didn't sign up for his lowest potential. She said, let's see about that. Let's try to twist that. Let's flip it. Let's figure that out. Instead, she believed in his highest potential. And you also get to sign up for your highest potential. You get to believe and feel so deeply when you say, I am happiness, I am bliss, I am light, I am love. Because you know what? You are a blessing. You are unique. You are a gift to the entire world. And learning to speak positive words so that you can become aware of who you actually are is exactly what you're intended to create. You are magnificent. And you know what? I don't know why, but I really always love to think about how I come from a species that figured out how to make jelly out of a cactus. Okay, we have so many beautiful discoveries and incredible things, but to me, a cactus with the pokies all over it is exactly what I'm talking about. Getting past what seems like repels you, getting past what feels like blocks you, getting past the prickly part of that prickly pear, right? To get to the sweetness, to get to the joy of what is waiting there. I don't know why, but I always think of that. That is the species that you are a part of. And P.S., you also have opposing thumbs. Lots of animals would be incredibly jealous of you. And here's something else to think of, to really ponder where you are in this universe and zoom clear out and see how you are a part of something so incredible and so great. Your very makeup, the cells that are in your body, when they reproduce, they actually don't even reproduce as getting older, right? Age is something that's an interesting mind state. It's interesting to me that every time a new cell comes, which happens all of the time, your body reproduces new cells and becomes like an entirely new being every single year. Interesting. It's our mind that creates the environment that these cells operate in. The cells are always giving you a blank canvas, something new to work with, some new environment that you can create so that you get to decide the expression of that cell. You are part of this incredible creation called the universe, and the same wonder and awe that flows through the vastness of all that's here, all that's possible on a universal level, on a scientific level, no matter which direction that you go, you are part of all of that. And that vastness that is here also flows through you. You are connected, and you have the ability to drop into that at all times, to being connected to something bigger, better, and greater than what appears to be who you are right now. Because all of that really is flowing through you. But you have the ability to connect on a deeper level at all times, and therefore everything is possible. And you probably came from greatness in your family line. And if that actually doesn't ring true to you, you ultimately came from the greatest. Wayne Dyer said, the words I am, which you consistently use to define who you are and what you're capable of, are holy expressions for the name of God, the highest aspect of yourself. Break lifelong habits of unwittingly besmirching his holy name. Discontinue using pejorative labels to cast aspersions on your holy self. Always make your very first consideration the honoring of your divine spirit. This will allow you to rise to previously unimagined heights. Teach your outer self to accept the unlimited power of your inner spirit, and the things you place in your imagination can become true for you. I love this quote so much, and there are two words in there that I looked up because they add so much more depth. The word pejorative means expressing contempt or disapproval, and also aspersions means an attack on the reputation or integrity of someone or something. Okay, so he says, discontinue using pejorative labels to cast aspersions on your holy self. Okay. Okay, I will do that, right? I love that he says, to always make your first priority, considering this divineness that is flowing through you. When you do, you will be allowed, permitted. You're going to open up a new door to rise to previously unimagined heights, simply because you are signing up to believe in your highest potential of who you really are. And you know, when it's hard, when it's really, really tough to believe and you're having some of those down moments, it's interesting to look for things that you know are true. I think that that's really, really helpful to me. And it's also really great for me to look for ways that I can add positive emotion to the I ams, right? So if I'm stating, I am bliss, like I can put my arms out and put a big smile across my face, right? You can use your facial emotions. You can use your body language. Amy Cuddy has an incredible TED Talk about that. I highly recommend you watch it with your family if you've never seen it. But she talks about how to make your body big when you're trying to attempt something big. And sometimes overcoming the I am nots is just really big. Use your body language to get bigger than what you might be feeling. And just like Thomas Edison's mom did, learn to flip the script. So if you are walking around saying, I am, and you're putting something in its place that isn't the preview of the future movie that you want to see, let's flip that, right? So instead of saying, I'm incapable of getting a job, I'm incapable of making money, I am incapable of whatever, fill in the blank, right? Shift it to I am capable. I am capable of blank. I am. You are defining your future. If you constantly say, I am stress, or I am a disease, something that you have, that you are carrying around, that you're experiencing, and you're defining yourself as that, how do you ever expect to be something different? We have to start creating it with our words, with our tongue, with our mind, with our beliefs. Learn to flip. I am sad. I am not well, to I am happiness. And I always say this to you because I think it's so important and I want you to know I am not toxic positivity, which means that you have no space or room to process the hard. But we get to choose what we sit in, and we get to choose what we create for our future. When you begin to consciously utilize the power of I am statements, your life will transform. This isn't something that works for some and doesn't work or won't work for you. It works when you work it, right? When you consistently are retraining your brain on what to say, on what to think. And once you do that for some time, then it becomes a habit. You retrain your brain and you get to focus on it less because it's automatic. But repeating these affirmations and these I am statements that come to you, that come from you flipping, or that come from you inventing, or just out of simply choosing who you want to be, stating those over and over and over in your life, allowing yourself to feel it, getting bigger than the opposing side of it. That will bring it to you in an automated sense. And what's more is that it actually brings the veracity of the statements that you are choosing to sign up for. One of my mentors gave me an example of a boiling pot. If you fill a pot completely full of water and you put it on the stove and you turn it on and you turn it to high, you know that eventually it will boil, right? Like, you don't play games with yourself and turn the heat off and be like, ugh, it's taking forever. I don't know when it's ever going to happen. I'm just done with it anyway, and blah, 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 right? No, because you know the laws of physics. You know that if you expose that pot to heat long enough, that pot will boil. That is the simple laws of physics. And what you fill in on the flip side of I am is no different. That is also the law of physics, the law of energy, the law of the universe. That is how this world works. So decide right now what it is. Take a moment and sit with yourself. Think about what it is that you are trying to flip. Or simply listen as I state a few I am statements and affirmations. And write down what comes to you about what you are creating for your future. I am blessed. I am prosperous. I am successful. I am victorious. I am talented. I am wise. I am healthy. I am energetic. I am happy. I am positive. I am creative. I am joyous. I am forgiveness. I am kindness. I am magnificent. I am completely capable. I am connected. I am passionate. I am confident. I am secure. I am beautiful. I am attractive. I am valuable. I am free. I am forgiven. I am accepted. I am approved. I am prepared. I am qualified. I am prosperous. I am motivated. I am focused. I am disciplined. I am determined. I am patient. I am kind. I am generous. I am excellent. I am equipped. I am empowered. I am well able. I am inspired. I am sacred. I am love. I am. Take just a moment and let it flow through you. Let the positive potential within you speak to you and tell you what to create, what preview of your future movie you get to watch every single day. Learn to speak these positive words into your life. Every single morning, every single night, pace them around you. The more you're feeling the opposite, the more you need the visual reminders, the more you need to use your body, the more you need to think towards healing, towards success, towards peace and happiness. Think big. Think of all that is possible for you, for who you actually are, for your highest potential, and surround yourself with it. I hope that you can see that by doing this and by choosing very carefully the words after I am, you get to create your life and you have more power than you think you do. I hope you got something out of this episode. I hope that it inspired you to be the creator of your life. The Mindset Check podcast would like to thank JumpSport for sponsoring this episode. JumpSport is where backyards become fun. I also want to take a minute to remind you to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast. It helps us incredibly. Today, I want to leave you with a quote from R.J. Banks. I am. These two little words possess the most incredible, life-altering power of any and all other words in the world. The words I am are yours and yours only. No one else can say, I am for you. Only you can state, I am for yourself. Until next time, my friend.